Now, is there anything else people can do to prevent hair loss?
I think people should be aware of all environmental influences. So if you are doing a very intensive sport, or if you are, especially women, are on the go very rigid reduction diets or too much artificial food, and then you can feel a lack of some trace elements like zinc, for instance, and we also use zinc in our products, not only caffeine. And so you can modulate with your behavior if your hair is getting better or worse. You should also avoid long-term stress. I don't mean business stress, which we all have.
Yeah, that's inevitable.
But in a time where a person very close to oneself is dying, or you're leaving or losing this person, then you have really a serious stress. And this may also, especially among women, lead to hair loss.
Now, I know a lot of people wonder this when new products come out. How long did you test the product for before it went to market?
Usually we test the product many years, because in the first step we make our basic research in clinics in order to find out what about the working principle, the mechanism behind it. Then we make a safety test, because anti-hair loss treatment is a lifelong treatment.
Yeah.
We fight only against consequence, and then comes the period of the field tests, where we check the acceptance, the compliance of the product, and especially in a product which has to be taken lifelong, the convenience is a prerequisite for a successful treatment. If it's uncomfortable to people, they take it, let's say, for 2 months, and then they leave it, and the hair loss will continue.
Now, how many people did you test the product on?
Sorry?
How many people did you test the product on?
It depends between 200 and 300 people, where we have different test and study design, and this gave us a very good let's say, view to the population. How do they like the product, and how does it work?
Now, do you foresee any other stimulants, any other kinds of chemicals or components being able to prevent hair loss in the future?
It's a very difficult question, because the request on safety, especially in drug development, is very high. And so I think beside caffeine and some drugs, I don't see really any serious solution at the moment. But might be. We are also looking for some additional principles also in terms of pigment loss, because whitening of hair is also a serious issue of people, and we all are getting into an elderly generation, and so I think these aging problems will rise in future.
Well, caffeine, we've had caffeine for such a long time. Why has it taken such a long time for you to discover that it actually can prevent hair loss? Why haven't we looked at it before?
Sometimes it's a matter of really the inspiration and the right idea, and I think caffeine is well known, and any big concern could have invented it, but they didn't. They didn't realize this powerful profile of such a good compound. It penetrates very easily, it's very safe, it's active, so I think it's an ideal compound.
Dr. Klenk, thank you for joining me and sharing your research with us.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.